Well, dozens of nude photos of celebrities leaked in a massive hacking scandal. Oscar-winning actress Jennifer Lawrence, one of the actresses targeted. The images reportedly show most of the celebrities nude or in provocative poses. A spokesperson telling TMZ, quote, that this is a flagrant violation of privacy. The authorities have been contacted and will prosecute anyone who posts the stolen photos of Jennifer Lawrence. Jennifer Brandt is a family law attorney and trial attorney, and Nicole DeVord is a criminal defense attorney. Thank you both for joining us. Well, we're talking about celebrities right here, but this could happen to anyone, to any one of us, given the technology that we all use, our cell phones, our computer systems. So I want to begin with what any of us can do to protect our privacy online and what are legal avenues. What avenues can we take if someone hacks into that? Jennifer, I'll start with you.
Well, I think the takeaway message here is that we all need to be very mindful of what we put out on the internet. Even if you think it's private, even if it's in your private account, you still always have to be a little bit cautious that someone might hack into the account. So that's number one. Yeah, it's not a great idea to post nude photos of yourself, even if they were deleted, like some of these celebrities thought they were deleted, but they really weren't taken out of their account. The other thing that you really need to do is worry about your passwords. I think some people are a little bit lazy. They make up complex passwords and then they use them over multiple accounts. And if someone breaks into your account, gets your password, they can use that to access your private information. I believe that the iCloud even has a two-step verification that most people don't even know about that you can use, and most people don't even want to bother with because it is time-consuming and hard to remember all of those different passwords.
And Jennifer,
but if you have information out there, yes. If you have information out there, you really should, really try. If you don't want anyone to access it, you really have to try to protect it to your utmost ability.
I want to mention the iCloud system because the Apple iCloud specifically is what's being said. The hacker was able to get in through that and obtain these pictures. Some of the celebrities claiming that they're not pictures of them, and as you mentioned, others saying that they have been deleted long ago, which is another cause of concern. But Nicole, I want to ask you, those are the things that we can do to protect ourselves. But if a hacker like this does get in, what legal steps can we take?
Well, basically, you should contact the law enforcement officials. You should contact police because these can be both state crimes and federal crimes. It depends on where they did the hacking from and where they sent the material that they got out of your system or your computer. People who do these kinds of things can absolutely face prison time, either in the state court system or in the federal prison. So we got to report it to the police.
And that has happened.
One other thing I was going to say, too, is with that, is that, it's very hard to prosecute these people because it's very hard to track them down. Given that the internet has such a far reach throughout the world, it's very, very hard to even locate where these people are. So what you really should do is a protective measure first, is try to protect your information and watch what you're putting out there to begin with.
Yeah, these people are getting smarter and smarter. We're not just talking about, naked pictures. They're also being able to access information about your credit cards online. There's identity theft that we're talking about. Nicole, what about if not the individual that did the original hacking, but say another website, Twitter, or there was this Perez Hilton, he's a blogger, reposted the pictures? What legal ramifications can be had against them?
Well, the statutes provide that once someone realizes their information is floating around out there, they can seek an injunction to stop anyone from using the stolen property or the stolen images or emails or whatever the case may be. And at that point, whoever is using the images, which they now should know because the court system has said you can't use it, are illegal, then they could be potentially prosecuted or sued as well. So it's something that people have to be very careful about once it's made clear that these images were obtained unlawfully.
And then I had another question. I was reading through what potentially may have happened, and it may have been some sort of glitch in this iCloud system. Could they be held liable? And could someone who, put their images on that particular system thinking that they would be safe, could they be sued? Jennifer?
I think that I think that they absolutely can. If there is some glitch in the system and it was because it was their fault or they didn't have the proper security measures to secure this information, I think that they do face some liability as well. If you rely on their privacy policy to put private information up there with the belief that it is going to be kept private, then certainly if there's something wrong with the system, they would face some liability on that issue as well.
Nicole, what do you think?
I think it is possible that there could be civil liability. Criminal liability may be a little bit of a different question, but most definitely there could be dollars at risk for the company that makes the mistake of not keeping data secure when they've promised to do that.
Yeah, and dollars at risk for the individual as well, whether it be your reputation, if pictures are leaked, or whether it be monetarily, if you have information that gets out there about your bank accounts and your credit cards. Well, thank you both for joining us. We appreciate it, and we'll see what happens.